We've been waiting 3 years for it, but it's finally arrived. It's the Borg Cube, and also G6. So why don't we go to my office and let's read the patch notes. I'm Admiral Pegasus, and this is Star Trek Fleet Command. Hi guys, and let's put the camera right. Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Admiral Pegasus, and on today's show we're going to be doing the patch notes. Oh, hang on a minute. Patch notes have not been released yet, and it's 9:15. That's not good. We've had this before where they dropped in the bloody afternoon, and it was a nightmare to try and record them with my kids around. So, but we was released this hours ago. And DJ talked about this on his live stream. So I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for those patch notes to actually come around, let's have a look at the Borg Cube, which you can use to play in-game. And it's not just a one-trick pony. No, this is something that you're going to be able to use all the way up to Op 70. It's going to scale with you with a new way of leveling it up. So let's have a quick look at it. So here we go. We've got Picard and Data in this screenshots. So which basically means these are going to be our two officers. They are called Miss Picard Data, Miss Picard, sorry, and Miss Data. Picard is basically going to be, from what I've seen on DJ's video, which is dropped actually on time, is going to be a captain's bonus of loot increasing, which is going to be brilliant. It's going to have a base of 40% and a maximum synergy of 30%, giving you a total of 100% boost to loot gained. Now I can see, and his below deck is Isolytic Cascade for the first 3 rounds, and apparently I think it's going to be one that stacks, so this is going to be very powerful mixed with Janeway. They are PvE officers. I will just say this is not the PvP metas that we got used to over the last couple of months. This is going back to killing those red dots, so that's going to be awesome. I can just see it now. Picard 5 of 11 on the bridge, yeah, and then Janeway on the side. But if you want some synergy for Picard, then you're probably going to have Data as well. So now sourcing for Picard is going to be the 3 weekends of the SLBs and heroic SMSs, but according to DJ, they're not going to be the stupidly high material spend ones. So there will be small amounts of shards available, but it's not going to be stupidly high. Data this month is going to be your rare. He's going to, what was he? He was a cargo, he's a below deck officer. He was a cargo boosting officer below deck. And I can't fully remember what his officer ability is, but providing the patch notes drop while I'm recording, so I can touch on to the end of this, then yeah, we're going to find out what the officer's ability is, but he will synergy with Picard. He will not be able to sit in the captain's seat, even though he did command the Enterprise in that 2-parter where Picard became a mercenary and Riker was killed and portrayed Starfleet. So I can't remember the name of the bloody episodes. Gambit, parts 1 and 2. That was it. Gambit's parts 1 and 2. But yeah. So they're going to be your 2 officers, but we're primarily here looking at the new Borg Cube. Now this is based on the artifact from Picard Season 1. As you can tell by all the force fields around the cube, it's a badly damaged cube, but this is one that you're going to be able to play with. So basically, obviously we're no stranger to the Borg in this. My only biggest contention with the Borg is the fact there are no Borg hunters in the game. None that chase you around the system. So no auto grinding for that. I'm still waiting for them to decide, you know what, maybe we should actually follow Borg law and actually put them in. But hey-ho. But anyway, however, for the first time, we're going to have a piece of tech never thought obtainable. The Borg Cube is going to be your disposable and is one of your ships, and all the information is below. Now, this is a PvE, PvP, Armadas, you name it. This is a full-blown combat ship which will meet your most powerful faction ship. Yeah, your most powerful faction ship. So it's gonna. I said it in the last video. Am I really going to be getting a G4 Epic? Well, guess what? I think I will be now. I think I will be now, just to level this thing up. So rather than waiting for me to get that Nova, or no, it's not the Nova because that's not a faction ship, that's an independent ship. Instead of me waiting to get that G5 uncommon, now it's going to be worth me going after that G4 Epic and actually upgrading it. This is going to be a battleship as well, just to make you aware. And it's available from Ops 28, and it will go all the way up to Ops 70. Yes, G6 is dropping this month. We all knew it was going to drop this month, even though the content creators have tried to say, well, we're not going to tell you when it's going to drop. Well, we don't know. You knew full well this month it was going to drop. This is the anniversary month. 28th of November. This month will be the full-blown anniversary, but this is your anniversary month. So now this cannot be obtained on the Battle Pass. There are 25 shards in the free line, and the other 75 are in the $20 Battle Pass, which you will achieve by day 8. Next Tuesday. Not tonight's live stream, but next week on the live stream, we will be launching this ship. I will make sure that I will be completing that Battle Pass event live on stream. We're going to get the shards, we're going to build the ship, we're going to look it over, and we're going to look at all the other things, because this thing will come with its own refinery, its own research. Yeah, so it's a mini loop, but without the special ships to grind. Unlike any other ship before, the cube is meant to grow with you as you progress through the game, as I've already mentioned, and scales based on the power of other faction ships. It is very formidable and will be on par or better than your faction ship's power. So now we've got a breakdown of the particular levels. So obviously there are restrictions by the warp component. So now obviously the warp component 2 is going to be restricted to Ops 33, so which basically means a tier 1 is going to last you 5 levels. So as much as you can get it at Ops 28, yeah, you're still going to have to get into the 30s before it actually becomes of probably any use to you in anything serious. But again, tier 1 should still be decent for your level. So if you are level 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, it should still be decent to those levels based on the faction ship you get. So, Saladin, or the Centurion, or the Portus. Then you've got, the next one's 32, so that's going to be your Intrepid, your Gladius, your Burrell. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure about the faction miners, because they are faction ships, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So, and then obviously you can see as it goes up, here you go, tier 4 is going to be the G3 Epic, tier 5 is going to be the G3 Epic, 6 is going to be the G4 Rare, 7 is where I'm at, is the G4 Uncommon first, and then for 7 for where I am is the G4 Rare, 8 is going to be the Epic, so this is what I mean, it's going to be worth me getting an Epic now. But look at this, I can go up to tier 9 warp component. And then obviously the G5 is the uncommon rares and epics up to tier 12, up to tier 13, sorry. And then obviously tier 14 all the way up to 17 is going to be the G3 epic. And obviously tier 18, well, there's none. That's going to be your maxed out. So as you can see, the Borg cube does grow progressively stronger, all the way through to Ops 70, at which point it becomes the most powerful ship and surpassing the strongest epic faction ship. Now, the strongest faction epic ship is going to be the G6 Epics, which is going to be the Enterprise E, the Scimitar, and oh god, the Klingon one. It's not going to be the Negvar. The Negvar is the G6 Uncommon, because obviously it's a battleship. So just to point that out there, I have seen that written down in one of these announcements. So, but anyway, it's going to come with a Borg cutting beam. On top of its natural powers, the Borg cutting beam is a one-of-a-kind activated ability which will allow you to do damage outside normal combat. Basically, what this is going to basically be for as much hull damage as you deal in PvE or PvP. this thing will charge up to a point where you will eventually be able to select a target, click a button, and shoot at a target across the system. You won't need to travel to that target. You're going to be able to shoot a target on the opposite side of the system. So, but it's a one shot, and then it needs to recharge. Now, if you kill a couple of targets and you're not fully charged and you return to dock, boom, it's gone. It just dissipates. You no longer got it available. So just bear that in mind. So as you can see, once charged, it can fire anywhere on the system by clicking on the appropriate button. It can't be used in armadas, it can't be used against stations, and it can't be used against Alliance star bases. However, I'm sure you will be able to use this cube in armadas as a basic combat ship. Put it in your solo armadas. Why not? Those 35 solo armadas, when you finally get access to, Jesus Christ, this thing might kick their flipping ass on its own. But it's definitely going to be worth me experimenting next Tuesday. Absolutely worth me. I'll definitely save some directives for that one. The board cutting beam is also unique as it bypasses all defenses, which means it goes past your mitigation. Not affected. It's not affected by the shield shield mitigation. Nope. Straight through that. It's not affected by isolytic defense. Nope. Straight through that. 100% to hull. 100% straight through to hull. So if you're firing a 10 million shot, guess what? That 10 million shot is hitting your ship. Hitting the hostile, hitting another player. There you go. So, and the research not found specifically for the board cube will not affect its damage or its charge rate. So just bear that in mind, that the research I did won't affect it. Destroying hostiles with a board cutting beam provides powerful loot that you would typically gain from the target, as well as the new currency, more currencies, technological distinctiveness. So now here is your thingies. Let me move myself over to this side so you can actually see it a bit better. So here we go. So this is, for some reason they've started at level 19 here. I'm not quite sure why. It would have been better off with level 1 so we could actually see it for the low levels. But as you can see, the PvE and the PvE damage, starting off at 93 million. Obviously, like I said, I can go to tier 7. So for me, I'm going to be right down here at level 31. So I'm going to be looking at 3.6 million in PvE and 1.8 million in PvP. So yes, this thing is going to be a PvE grinder, but you can use it in PvP. But obviously, this is the cutting beam ability as well. And then obviously, if we go up a little bit further, provided I can keep my phone still, and if we actually look at these powers, even for level, what is it? This one's starting at what, level 51, 70 million PvE and 35 at PvP. So PvP is clearly half the damage than it is in PvE, but level 70 topping out at 3 billion damage. Yeah, you can imagine how strong those hostiles are. So maybe all the isolytic damage, cascade damage that we've been getting lately in the game in the form of Janeway, now we've got Picard, maybe we are looking particularly at the fact that these G6 hostiles are going to be bloody strong and you're going to need a lot of damage. I did suspect in this one around a month ago, where maybe there was a reason why we was getting all this isolytic cascade damage, why they were stupidly high, literally making one shots of nothing. Maybe these G6 ships are going to be so strong that the isolytic damage is pretty much the only thing that's really going to do some damage to them. Not destroy them, but really do some damage. But we can only wait and see. Now, let's move myself back up here. By destroying enemies with a board cutting beam, you'll be rewarded with technological distinctiveness. This material can only be seen in your battle log after destroying a hostile. So which basically means if you scan a hostile, you're not going to see it. We'll prove that one next week. Also, if you do spend the money, it is $100 out of the ballpark. Event changed today. You'll be able to see whether or not when scanning a ship, you're actually going to get that. If not, you will have to... you'll see it in the battle log. The amount of currency you'll receive is based on the level of hostile you destroy with a cutting beam. So just bear that in mind. So what we've got here, so here we go. So we've got some drops, and now I'm going to put myself in the middle so we can actually see both sides. So as you can see, this one's going to start with a level 1 one. So look, it's starting off not too bad. It's actually quite nice. 5. For a level 1 hostile, that's not bad. And then obviously we've got a level 36 hostile, which is 110. Tell you what, let's take it up to the hostiles that I know full well that I can kill, which is the 51s and 52s. That's not bad, actually. But then, even looking at these G2 and G3 level, these G2 levels, the G3 levels you saw, and not particularly too bad. The G4 is not too bad neither. G5 obviously is where it's all at. And then obviously G6. I mean, look at that. Level 35. One of the camping points. Level 35 hostiles, 100. But bearing in mind, if you can kill these things, yeah. I mean, the chances are, my Newton, while it's tier 7, I'm working on trying to get it to tier 9. By the time I'm Ops 49, I'm really contemplating taking it to tier 12 for a very strong PvP ship. But now I potentially need a G4 Epic. I might just stop it there, start saving for the Tribune, or maybe the Enterprise, or maybe the Hector. Who knows what I'm actually going to go for. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah. So, let's go back up. So, oh yeah, my politics is now on, because it's past. So we'll have a look if the notes have dropped shortly. So the materials that can be exchanged in the refinery. Yes, there is a refinery. By navigating the Borg Cube refinery in the support tab. So now there is a YouTube video as well, which Bex has done. It's got some more, not graphics, actual videos of some of the stuff. So obviously do check that out after this video as well. For upgrading material for the Borg Cube, the material needed to progress for the new Borg Cube research, notes which can be found in the X-Borg faction research tree. So you will need to go there. As you progress your Borg Cube, you will need data nodes from each of the 3 factions. Yeah, your 3 primaries, as I said in the last video. What I will consider the primary factions is the Federation, Klingons, and Romulans. Upon reaching one of the above milestones with your faction ships, you will be rewarded with a Borg data node with the corresponding faction, which can be claimed in the Gifts tab. This means that you will choose, if so, you can acquire and tier up 3 Borg cubes. So 1 for the Federation, 1 for the Klingons, and 1 for the Romulans. Now, I will say that free-to-play will get this cube. You will get this cube. No questions asked. And when are you going to get it? Christmas 2023. Literally less than 2 months. About 7 weeks away. 7 weeks away. And you can have this cube. You'll get your 25 blueprints from the free-to-play path. Right? In there. Those 25 within this first week of this month. Then all you have to do is just wait till December. Because December's part 2 of the current arc, of the new arc that's dropping today. And it's going to be an event store month. Christmas event store. So just watch out for it. You will get this. You will get this. You'll be... yeah, so you can get up to 3 ships. So I think we're near the end of this one. If you already have a faction ship of a high enough tier, say a tier 8 Borg Cube, then you will get all the data nodes you need for a tier 8. So yeah, so when you actually launch this thing, because I've got a tier 7 Newton, because I've got a Newton, so it's a tier 7 on the Borg Cube, right? So tier 7 on the Borg Cube, I will get all the data nodes from tier 1 through tier 8. So that's a massive upgrade straight there. Yes, I will be doing it live on stream. But of course, I don't know what materials are going to be needed and what resources. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So there we go. That's that one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can actually... right, here we go. The patch notes have just been released. So, oh, hello. Let's make sure we click on the right one. So here we go. Straight into the patch notes of Update 60. This is what I like. So we've already talked about this one. So, the crew of the Enterprise under Picard encounters a new alien species, the Toroth. So, sorry, not Toroth, the Tavath. Okay. They are distinctively non-human, closer to the pawn species, though on a much larger scale, with a much more, what's that, visceral appearance. They are a technologically advanced civilization, and it will be revealed that they have a high sense of culture, but they are also highly xenophobic and strongly believe themselves to be superior. Oh, for God's sake. Is this setting us up for another boring story arc? We'll have to wait and see. At first, they are amused by humans who attempt to make contact and befriend them, like we might feel about a baby rodent. Before that feeling turns to disgust and paranoia as they learn of the Federation, what they consider to be a dangerous rival homogeny of unlike abominate. Oh my God, I really can't even get the words out today. And they want to wipe out the Federation so they can keep their pureness. Okay. Can Picard convince them that peaceful coexistence is possible, or does the Alpha Quadrant face another galaxy-spanning conflict? So the arc is going to be called Make It So, parts 1 and 2. We have advanced knowledge saying that part 2 is next month, and it's going to be the last part. So basically, January is going to see a brand spanking new arc. We're still waiting for the roadmap of what's coming, so maybe we'll get that next month. We'll see. But what we're going to get is the brand new board queue, which we've just gone over. G6 is also dropping, and new officers. Some new research, some more missions, more cosmetics, a new battle pass, and more. So check out the details below for more information. So here's our board queue, which we know about. So let's just see how much they're going to actually tell us about this one. Commanders 28 and above will obviously be able to get it. The cube is unique in various ways that it separates itself from the game. So you can see all that. We've already been through all that, so we know pretty much what it's going. So there you go. There's the information. Full unlock is available in the Elite Battle Pass, and several of those blueprints are located in the free path. So just bear that in mind. Now, it will be available on day 8 for those of you who spend the $20. Yes, I'm going to spend the $20 unless I happen to win one. Yeah. So with this, with a ship as unique as this, we wanted to provide as much information as possible so everyone could understand exactly how to utilize its full potential. To check out everything you need to know about this ship, check out the board queue spotlight here. Yeah, we've already done that. We've already done that, Scopley. You were too long with these patch notes. So G6 coming out then. Now there's going to be some new stuff coming in with G6, like nebulas. Yeah, nebulas. Anyone remember Star Trek Armada when you had those nebulas, like the green ones which repaired your shield health, the red ones which would blow your ship up, and the yellow ones which would give you damage eventually to the point that you'd probably end up blowing up. Or actually no, you won't blow up, so your ship would become a derelict. So yeah, but I mean look, even there, there's a level 65 target there, hostiles. So this is for a level 70 account. I mean look at the power on that. What's that? That's 3. In fact, they've got the numbers complete. Hang on. So let me just work it out. So we've got 3.6 billion. 3.6 billion power. Woo! So, and they're flying an Akira class. An Akira class. They're dropping the Akira class. Whoa! Nice little ship there. That's the Federation battleship. Bet you that's the Federation battleship, which is going to be the rare. So many moons ago, Grade 5 was released and into the game. We've seen so many of you face the challenges provided with this expansion, climbing the ranks all the way to Op 60. The more we learn about the galaxy, the more questions arise. This month, G6 is offering a new level cap of Op 70, new hazard systems, 13 new faction ships. 13. Hang on. Let's get this right. 3 uncommon, 3 rare, 3 epic. How many is that? That's 9. There's 4 extra ships. Ooh. 120 new systems, over 275 new missions, and much more. So obviously we're not going to get told any more than that. So here's our officers who we've already quickly mentioned. So here's Picard. So just to give you on screen what I've already said, increasing your loot by from hostiles by 60%. Okay, so it's different then. So with your synergy being at 20 and 40, but again, it's still... Oh, hang on. That's going to be 140%. That will be 140%. Officer ability, we used to be explorers, increasing isolated cascade damage by up from 3% at tier 1 to 15% at tier 5. So, yeah, that's cool. Like I said, it's going to be sourced by the 3 SMSs and SLBs this month. Here's data. So now is the officer ability that we forgot. Here we go. Isolated cascade against non-Armada hostiles. So no point putting him on a ship for an Armada because he's not useful. So PvE grinded. Increasing isolated cascade from 10 to 40. DJ did say you can buy this in the in-app store and take it straight to tier 5. There is no limit. You can go straight to tier 5. If you're prepared to spend the money. Yes, so this is a full-blown money officer, but how he's going to be sourced through the month, we do not know. I think there is going to be various sorting methods as usual. Usually they do kind of give us at least a rare officer, rare officer in the game, unless an uncommons in which case they'll give us the uncommon. So we'll just have to see. But his below deck ability is increasing cargo size. So yes, you can put him on your minor. Ideal for base raiding, increasing the amalgam's cargo hold. So plundered cargo if you wanted to. Base raiding, increasing that cargo size for your miners. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, this will definitely be one that I would consider putting on my max cargo run for things like my normal divorce. So increasing the amount of raw latinum I can actually hold in my cargo. So that would be nice. Some new research is coming in with primes. As you can see, which one's this? The prime research efficiency. So basically increasing efficiency for G3, G4, and G5 research by 200%. Yeah, $100. Fine. Okay. And then also you got prime junking speed, which is increasing scrappy speed by $200. $200? 200%. Again, another $100 pack. New missions. There are 16 new missions available this month. So make it so missions. What the hell are they? What the hell is that? Well, these must be the new hostiles. There are 10 new missions which will introduce the brand new species into the lore. 10 Borg Cube missions. There will be 5 missions to introduce the cube. So all ops levels, 28 and above. Heroes and villains. There'll be 1 new mission that will be part of a special event this month. This mission will have lasting consequences on some events that you participate in for the remainder of the month. So choose your course wisely. Ooh, that sounds an interesting one. Are you going to be a hero or are you going to be a villain? Well, let's face facts, right? The heroes are always very popular with the vast majority of people. But they don't exactly have the best powers. They're usually quite selfless and caring for others. Where the villains, it's a smaller percentage of the population that actually prefer the villains. But the one thing is they have the better powers. But the problem is with that, the heroes usually win. So, I mean, for anyone who has watched Charmed, I'm rewatching Charmed on Paramount Plus at the minute. You've got the 3 witches. Not exactly the best abilities. Some of these warlocks they go up against got crazy powers. But yet the witches beat them. Hands down, every time. So, but anyway. So, make sure you choose your course wisely on that one. New cosmetics coming in. So, you've got the Enterprise E. Ooh. A brand new battle pass with 33 and 30 elite milestones. Wow. This is a big amount. This is a bigger battle pass. Normally it's only 20. We're going to 30 milestones. Whoa. That's going to be worth a check out. Will be available starting day 1 of the ARC. Throughout the month, you can also earn 6 new avatars, 4 new frames, and 1 new hailing frequency. Okay, so they've condensed all that into there, and then obviously you got your bug fixes and all that. Well, this video's gone on long enough, so we're not going to go on to that. But I'll tell you one thing, what I am going to do, and it's just leave, and can we actually get it a bit more on screen? Yep, I'm going to move myself right next to it. We're going to leave this beauty here to close out the video. G6, Board Cube. Wow, this is going to be a month and a half. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Again, sorry this video has gone on so long, but trust Scopley to not actually drop the contents. We're already at half an hour. So, who knows? But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show. Catch you tonight on the live stream, where I will be upgrading Admiral Kirk as well. Yes, we're going to also look at the Fleet Commander Admiral Kirk, his abilities and everything, once we finish talking about all the new stuff that's coming in. So, that's all I've got. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on the next video. Goodbye.